welcome back to the channel, fellow multidimensional travelers in a quasi-physical experience. I'm a little under the weather still. I've been sick for like a week, so you might notice, but that's why you're seeing me from a few weeks ago, or I don't know, maybe a month ago. But I have so many things I've been working on. I want to make videos and I just haven't been able to. So we're going to have this. I got to do this little update right here. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope their New Year's starting off well. I hope that you're creating the reality that you want in so many different ways. So let's get into this. Bewitched, it was a huge Mandela effect for me. I think one of the biggest of 2021. And I was kind of surprised at the voting. The voting was 800 to 100, kind of. To me, I mean, this is just so crazy. Let's just take a little look at this here. Here we go. Really? I mean, look at, really? Look at that again. Really? Are you kidding me? Look at, watch this. It's almost, it's exclusively the mouth. I don't even see the nose moving. I mean, that's just not how it was, people. That's crazy. So, of course, you got all the deniers and the people saying that, oh, well, that's the way it always was. You can't twitch your nose. Try to move your nose without moving your mouth. I'm sure some of you even heard that from people you might have mentioned this to or whatever. Oh, my God. The deniers are so ridiculous. It's so obvious. I mean, oh, you're thinking of the cartoon where she wiggles her nose. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, whatever. Oh, they just come out with everything. So the reason I'm doing this video is because I wanted to take you over to Reddit. Oh, yeah, here's this woman. She can kind of wiggle her nose. But anyway, I wanted to take you over to Reddit because I was just on here, and I like to come over here and mess around sometimes. I know that mainly I feel like I'm dealing with NPCs over here, or AI or something. I don't know. Just this is bizarre if you ever come over here. Real quick before we get into this, I have gone through every voting video. I now have a top 30. I've never done that before, so I'll give you a little sneak peek. We got, guess what number 5 is. Out of my 380, I think 6 voting videos. What do you think the number 5 would be? Just offhand, we'll just see if anyone can get it. So it turns out number 5 is actually 96.5% recall. Only 3.5% of the people said that, it looked right to them. But that's dogs playing poker. So you'll have the, I don't know. I don't normally talk NPCs and shit, but I can't help it. I mean, you'll have, it seems, I'm starting to feel more of that, with looking at everything, just like they feel like non-player characters. So anyway, you can have the deniers saying, oh, you're thinking of dogs playing pool. No, I'm not. I mean, that's what was on Roseanne. So, oh, there's a dog with a visor on. I just saw it today for the first time ever. I'm not even familiar with dogs playing pool. But you'll have people tell you that's what you're thinking of. They'll tell you whatever. The deniers are in full force on some of this stuff. It's just so insane. Oh my gosh. So let's look at this here. So someone brought this up, and I had that video there that did fairly well, 6,000 views. My videos used to get 30, 40, 50,000, but there's I'm buried so far deep with all the people still doing the Fruit Loops and JCPenney and Oscar Mayer and just all that, all those videos, they've just buried me. But, real truth seekers, they end up on my channel. The ones that are really trying to find out what's going on with the Mandela effect. And not that I have the answers, but I've done probably 15,000 hours of research, and I'm preaching to the choir. So anyway, let's look at this here. So this person posted this here saying that this effect really meets all the parameters of what defines the Mandela effect in every way. And so you have this person here that I wanted to point out. Saying that, well, it looks right. The nose twitch is still in the show, says Red Japanese Girl. And I replied, and I said, let me see if I can get this a little bigger here. Here we go. I replied, I said, it's different from how I always remember. It's almost an exclusive mouth twitch now, with very little nose movement. Were you a big fan of the show? And you can see I got 3 down arrows already, as that's such a bad thing to say. She's got 8. Well, she's got 7 now. Up arrows. The nose twitch is still in the show. It's so funny being on here. I mean, is this the experience you guys have on Reddit? Reddit's so funny. It's like, literally, it's like NPCs or AI. It's just weird. Where do these people come from? This guy pops out of nowhere, some kind of druid dude. And he says, it was always a mouth movement. There's no muscles to move the nose side to side. It gets dragged by the upper lip. He's got 5 people. So yeah, this is great what he's saying. Well, I don't think so. So I come back and say, okay, sure. What are your biggest Mandela effects? And he comes back and says, none. Apparently I'm immune. Oh, who would have guessed? You're in here in Reddit and you're immune. Wow. So then I go on to say there's thousands of alternative memories that people share. I fall victim to over 500. So many things are different from how I knew them in my first 40 years on the planet. But luckily, there's the people listening to this video probably would fall into the many others remember things the way I do. So then I had Manifest a Great Day popped in, who's been following the channel for 5 years. And I wanted to highlight them. I thanked them for, they kind of came in and said, you know what's going on in here, right? And I'm like, yeah, see, they mentioned NPCs here. And I said, oh, yeah, I'm aware. It's quite obvious when you come in here and people say that you're thinking of Thanksgiving every time I would put on my tidy whities growing up. That's just absurd. That what the heck do my Fruit of the Loom underwear got to do with Thanksgiving? But somehow they make that connection and say, oh, that's what you're thinking about. You thought of Thanksgiving every time you put on your t-shirt, your underwear. That's the kind of stuff you get in here. So anyway, or they'll say, oh, you're thinking Mr. Peanut instead of Monopoly Man. Well, the people in England, they don't know Mr. Peanut. That's American advertising. So, it doesn't work for everybody. But anyway, so he comes back and, leaves me this real long comment. And I agreed with almost everything he said. Just kind of how things are these days. And just, I'm sure a lot of you would agree with this too. And so I thanked him for the kind words and my best response ever on Reddit in 5 years. So thank you, Manifest a Great Day, if you see this video. I really enjoyed hearing your response there. So that's about it, everyone. I want to get to what this is really about now. Let's see, which is right here. So we can go here. About 55 seconds in, this is what prompted me to make this video here. I'm working on a really cool Jewel video update. Who Will Save Your Soul? Look for that. Maybe in a few days. I've done the research. I just, I'm almost there. My wife got sick and then I got sick. And, she tested negative for COVID. I didn't even test because I had the same exact symptoms. But anyway, stay healthy out there, everybody. Crazy times. So let's look at this here real quick. We'll start here. He's going to ask her about the nose twitch. It's an interview with Elizabeth Montgomery. And listen to this here. I'm hoping some people that maybe that don't think there's anything different about the show, listen to this and think about this right here. Okay, that's not working so well. Let's take that, get rid of that. Okay, here we go.
Not really. So it was very, very exciting for me. I mean, I learned a lot of stuff. A lot.
Do you get upset when people ask you to do the nose thing?
No, not really. It's just so crazy. But I'm not going to do it for you, so there. The thing is, if I'm tired, if I've had one glass of wine, or if I'm inclined to get the giggles, there is no way to do it. Now, you can figure out which one is my excuse now. I mean, obviously I haven't had a glass of wine. I'm not tired yet. And, I mean, sitting here doing it, it's just very hard if it doesn't come out of something.
Okay, now think about what you just said. If it was always if it was always this here, why would it be so hard to do it in the interview? That's just swishing your, like she's got mouthwash. She's just swishing her mouth. I can do that. You can't see me right now because I'm not looking so hot. I'm under the weather, but I mean, you can do this too. You could swish your mouth like this. I mean, she needs a glass of wine to do this? Or I mean, if she's had a glass of wine, she can't do it? Or whatever. She wouldn't do it. I mean, why is it so hard to do that? I mean, she in the interview was saying how hard it is. She can't just bust it out. So, I mean, to me, it's clearly obvious there's something wrong. If she can't just imitate that in an interview, there's something wrong. But anyway, I came across that, and I just wanted to share it with everybody. Please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Please comment about Reddit. Maybe we can have some funny discussion about Reddit. Reddit's crazy. That Reddit I go to, I've been going to for years. I show up as MyBag73. Sometimes I show up as some other weird name, but I go there and I just comment. I don't know. I'm not a huge Reddit person, but because I'm into the Mandela effect so much, I just go there and it's bizarre. Every time I go there, it's a bizarre experience. Reading where these people come from. I'm like, it's almost like they're plants, like they're planted. And I don't know, any of you been in there, you know what a bizarre experience it is. Like what? I swear it's like NPCs or AI or something. Or they're planted there to try and diminish the incredibleness of the biggest thing to happen in the history of the human race. I mean, the Mandela effect is so incredible. But anyway, that's it. I'll let everyone go. If you're still with me, I'll try and do that Jewel video soon. Crazy stuff with that too. And I'm working on something. I may not do a video on this, so I'll just go ahead and tell you. The Franco Columbu video I did. He's on Instagram before he passed away, and he's introducing himself as, hi, I'm Franco Columbu. That's his name, Columbu. And I've seen him 3-4 times introduce himself. I'm Franco Columbu. But then you have tons of people. He's known as Franco Columbu throughout the weightlifting world. His buddy of 55 years, Arnold Schwarzenegger, introduces him as, my friend Franco Columbu. And after when he passed away, he introduced, here's the wife and the daughter of, Mrs. Columbu. I mean, 55 years, friends called him Columbu, but yet the man would introduce himself as, I'm Franco Columbu. And I watched an Italian show where in Italian they pronounce his name Columbu, because it's Clumbu, two U's in there. So, it's really Columbu. But where's the Columbu come from? I mean, I guess you could make the argument, it's just an American thing, we that's easier for us to say, or I don't know. It's just bizarre. This is how the Mandela effect is when you start researching. It's bizarre. Anyway, that's enough, everybody. Hopefully you'll hear from me soon. Hopefully in the next couple of days I can do that Jewel video. Wait for my throat to get a little bit better, but that's it, everyone. Crazy times. I'll be back soon. Go create the reality that you want.